Hi everyone. Today I am reviewing Nirvana's Nevermind. This review is most likely not going to do it justice, so definitely go listen to it for yourself. This is probably one of the most, well, really close. It is one of the most influential pop records, if you could call it pop records of all time. It flung all of grunge into the mainstream, pretty much killed glam rock, like completely. All the stuff from the 80s. Uh, yeah, it's the instrumentation here is super simple for the most part. It's all just guitar, bass, and drum. So not a lot of I guess you could say instrumental diversity, but there is a lot of melodic diversity. So let's get into the track list. Kicking the album right off is "Smells Like Teen Spirit," probably uh, the best album or the best song on this album as well. Uh, Really, really great song. Uh, One of the greatest singles ever, I'd say. It's got this nice lo-fi start to it before it kicks off, and just the really loud guitars, even though they're not exactly loud by Nirvana standards. Uh, Definitely must have shocked the mainstream when it came out. And then after that is In Bloom. This track's never like particularly worked for me. I think it's great, like uh, a lot on the same level as all the other songs from previous reviews that I've said. Like they're not particularly great, but it's still like it's not a weak spot. There's some other points that I don't really like on this album, but yeah. After that we have Come As You Are, which is it starts out low key with this mainly bass driven chord progression and the drums taking, I wouldn't say like jazz, but they go a lot slower. They there's a lot more hi hats and not a lot of snare. But eventually, in the chorus, the the everything picks up. The guitars come in, all distorted, and yeah, it's a great song. After that is Breed, which has this really great chorus. I don't know the lyrics to it. I'm not big on lyrics. I'm mostly there for the instrumentals and the like the vocal performances. And Kurt Cobain does a really great job on this album, even if he's not the most technical uh, singer out there. He's definitely got this sort of texture to his voice, sort of like you can hear the voice like when his voice cracks, and I feel like that definitely gives it the rawness that it needed to sort of shock the mainstream into liking this type of music. After that is Lithium. This was another big hit. It sort of starts out like Come As You Are, but it gets into the more rock driven aspects with the guitar and the really loud drums a lot faster, and it'll go back and forth. And then Polly is a nice, I believe it's short. I don't have the timestamp on me right now, but it's all guitars. I don't think there's any drumming or percussion in there or any bass. It's just a nice, short uh, acoustic guitar song. Uh, I said nice. It's not really. Nothing on here is particularly nice. It's all very abrasive. After that is the seventh track, which has these super distorted guitars on it. Um, it's a great song. After that, it kind of gets into a bit of a sludge with Drain You, Lounge Act, and Stay Away. Not really anything bad about these songs, but by Stay Away, I was sort of getting bored of the sort of the loud stuff that like it sort of felt like wash, rinse, repeat. And it's not, like I said, it's not bad, but I just wish there was a bit of a change in pace, which it definitely does come with On a Plane. I really like this song. It's probably a personal favorite compared to the rest of them. They the I guess you could say shout along. I don't think a ton of people would shout along to this song, but I certainly do. It's it's just a fun, catchy song. Not fun. It's sort of fun, but definitely still abrasive. And then Something in the Way. This is easily a fan favorite. It's easily a me favorite. It's really a slow song with these. The chord progression is really simple, but at the same time, it's really great. It's just back and forth between these two chords. Drums are really simple, and then after the verse and into the chorus, you get this odd sounding, I believe, cello. And the use of only one cello instead of like an entire orchestra, I think, was a really good move on Nirvana's part, because if it was an entire orchestra, I wouldn't get the small feel of the song, the subdued feel. And Kurt Cobain's delivery here is also really important, even if it's not technical in the slightest. It's super monotone. That's sort of the feeling he's trying to get across, I believe. And then after that is Endless Nameless, and I believe they put this song on here because sort of to reference how in their live shows they would destroy their instruments at the very end. And you'll basically get like these screeching, wailing guitars over these like really loud drums. You can barely even hear the bass at any point in the song, and it'll go through that and then into these quieter part. It's not really quiet, but the guitars sort of lay back and go into like an actual rhythm. It's by far the most abrasive song on here. It's barely, like, I'd barely even call it music. It's very avant-garde. Probably ahead of its time for pop music, even though this definitely wasn't intended to be like a super poppy album. But yeah, I love this album, even if I think that sort of after the seventh track, there's a bit of a sludge. I like they're still enjoyable to sit through, even if you do sort of get bored by Stay Away. That's just me. I'm sure a lot of people find all those songs great. But yeah, I'd still give it at least a light 9. Thanks for watching.